Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. Today we're going to be creating this eye look right here. Look at this. Wow. I will say it looks a lot better there than it does looking in my mirror, but it still don't look bad, but I don't know. Let's get started. First off, you got to guess the palette. I will say I'm not a fan of palettes that have glitter. I'm not a fan of this brand and their glitter. I will say that. But let's get started. As always, I'll show you the shades on my hand as a clue. This is the first shade we're going to go into. I'm actually surprised at the way this look came out. I wasn't necessarily expecting it like this, to be honest. I really thought this would be a palette I'd get rid of, and it still may be due to the glitter. I'm watching it to see how it lasts on my eye. Like, by the end of the day, is it going to be everywhere? Because if it is, like, this isn't the type of palette that I'm willing to do that with. You know, when Pat McGrath palettes do it by the end of the day, fine. Because, well, A, it's Pat McGrath, and B, it gradually does it if it does it. If it does it. I've kind of gotten good at knowing what to lay down for her shadows, you know what I mean? To stick longer. But it's like, I'll make exceptions to my rule, you know, for her, for that palette, or like palettes like that. Only if it's towards the end of the day. Like if it happens sooner than later, then no, I'm not going to mess with it, you know. But it did take a lot of trial and error to get her shadows to stay, you know, put. Now, price point wise, next clue, I make exceptions too, because, you know, this price point is really good. So I kinda understand it, but like I would just prefer just whatever other than glitter. Like put another matte. I was getting ready to say a bad word. Well, not really a bad word, but you know, a bad word is my thing. Because I mean, they've got good mattes. They've got good metallics and satins and shimmers. Like they've got all of that. Their colors are good. I'm just not a fan of the glitter. But this isn't bad. It's not great. It's not perfect even. But that could be my error, you know what I mean? Because like I usually do not mess with their glitters at all. But you'll see as I create this look, this is the next shade we're going to go into. It needed something, because by the end it just didn't, it doesn't look bad, but it's not like my favorite look that I want to wear for the day. So yeah, it needed something, and it needed that basically is what it needed. But yeah, but anywho, how are you all doing? I'd like to come up with something else with Guess the Palette, you know what I mean? Like another game or something you could do with these shadows. I don't know how you would do it though. Because I've been playing the game like with my fiance, really. I'm like, what palette do you think it is? Do you think it's high end? Do you think it's low end? You know, what's the brand you think? You know what I mean? Because like, I'm curious on how hard is it? Because let's get real, in today's world you can create every color story from any individual brand, to be honest. Every brand's got color, pretty much. Every brand has, you know, everything. There's nothing new, really. Formula's about it. Different brands have different formulas. I'm gonna put this shade right here on the lower lash line, and I really like this shade because it kind of brought it to life, because it's such a vibrant color. that it just does something. So we're going to run that shade on the lower lash line. And then I used a purple gel liner for my waterline. And it's by, I think it was LA Color, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know where I put it now. Ain't that something? Where did I set it? I lose everything. I'm pretty sure it was LA Color though. I'll find it. I'm sure it'll pop up. There it is. No, that's not it. I'm sure it'll pop up though. But this color here is very vibrant, and I do think you could make a vibrant look using this palette if you wanted to. I wasn't necessarily going for that route, but I needed something to bring a little bit of like color brightness to it, because the look kind of went dark quickly, and I didn't mean for it to. The next shade we're going to put on, we're going to darken up the outer corner with that shade. And in all honesty, I think these two shades together here would be really pretty. And I'll be honest, I usually don't have issues with this brand's matte, but I kind of did with this purple. It didn't play the way I thought it would, to be honest with you. Now, it could be my brush, I'll give you that. Or just the way I used it even. Because I'm not a makeup artist by no means. But I noticed it didn't, like, it's not blending the way it usually does. Or the way mattes usually blend with this brand, let's put it like that. It's not bad by no means, but it's not like as easy as usual either. But it could be because it's a purple. I'm really not for sure, but I just thought I'd point it out. I will also say the packaging is nice. It's very, it's on brand with the brand, and the packaging represents the name of the palette really well, I think. I think they did a good job there. And the color story, I don't know if it necessarily matches with the theme, but it's not off by that much either, you know what I mean? When I was going through all my palettes a while back, I almost thought just give everything that had glitter in it away for the most part. Just because I know I'm not going to get use out of them, you know? I know look, my hands are already stained. I know I'm going to get this all over me at some point, so if I do, that's on me. But, like, I almost thought that just to give it all away, because, like, I know me, and I really won't get the use out of it that it kind of deserves in a way, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, maybe preferences change, and I will, in a way, get some use out of it, but I don't think I will. I just don't think glitter and me go hand in hand, to be honest. But it's like, it is pretty though. Like, that's pretty. It really is. And so far, the cost of it isn't that bad. It's not completely all over my face. And I've probably had it on about an hour, because I had some things to do, as I always do, you know. I always do one eye and then come back and do the other eye, 5 hours later. Hey, I'm only an hour behind today, That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't think, anyway. But anywho, I don't know. I'm at a standstill with it, because I don't know what to really do about it, because like on one hand I don't know. I don't want to keep the glitters. And I do have a lot of palettes, so it's, on the other hand, it's like, why am I keeping them? And I don't know. I mean, I do like the rest of the color story, you know, with these palettes that have glitter. But at the same time, part of me is like, you know you're not going to use it. You know it. So what are you doing? But then, like today, I used it. So... Alright, now we're going to go into the shade, and we're going to put it all over the lid. Right here. We'll put that all over the lid. And I was actually surprised because that looks fairly light. You know what I mean? But it's actually a lot darker on the lid than it appeared. It is a pretty satin though. And you could spray it and get more oomph out of it if you wanted to, but you know me, I don't like to spray unless I have to. I will say it looks nice laid over my eyes too. Like it didn't crease or look cakey or anything, like make my eyes look older than what they are. Because I don't need no help there. My poor eyes look older than what they are, I think, sometimes. But I will say that the shade did pretty good at, you know, keeping them not so liney. See how that looked darker? So it's not, it's kind of, I don't know, I needed something to brighten it up, which we'll do in a minute. Now I'm going to put this on my inner corner. I should have brought a rag or something. That's my hands. This stuff's just staining. Alright, inner corner. We're going to put this shade here. It's just a champagne type shade. That one right there. We're going to put that on inner corner. And it is pretty too. That would have looked nice on the lid. I won't lie. I mean, to be honest, this palette could create a lot of pretty looks. I did think they'd be brighter looks, I won't lie there, but that is what it is. Doesn't mean that it wouldn't create pretty looks, because it sure does. Okay, so this is the way the eye looked before I apply this last thing, and I just felt like I needed to, because like it just doesn't look right. I don't know, there's just something about it that I was like, yeah, I think we need to do something, right? So the shade is this one here, and we're gonna put it on the lid, and I just use my finger to do it. I know, shocker. That's the shade right there. We're going to put on the lid. Right in the middle, pretty much. Except way too much. Hold on. Let me... Yeah, we'll go with it. I don't like how it's on my finger, but we'll make it work, I guess. Somehow. The problem with this is trying to get it to look the same as the other side, and that's where I have my problems with glitter. To make both sides the same, and then if you start messing with it, then it's going to be all over the place, and then that defeats the purpose of doing it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at with glitter. That, and of course taking it off is a pain in the butt. But when it is on and it does what it's supposed to, it does look beautiful. I can't deny that. But I also don't think I have the ability, really, to work with glitter, although that does look so pretty. It's not as good as this eye, but nonetheless, it looks really pretty. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody out there would really appreciate these palettes that have the glitter in them more so than me, and would get way more use out of them than me. And it's kind of what I like to do, is pass this stuff on to people that can use it in a way that I cannot, and showcase it better than me, or start something, you know, maybe even just start having their own makeup thing, you know. I mean, I'm blessed to be able to do this, you know, to afford the makeup that I can afford. And if I'm not going to use it, I feel like I want to bless somebody else. I don't want to resell it, you know. I'd rather just give it away to somebody that wants it. And if I can play a game with it in the process, you know, why not? Because I like to play games. Not like games with you know, like messing around with people, but like games, like board games and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I know that whenever, it don't matter what the palette is, I get excited when I see it, when I order one, you know, and it comes in. So it's like, if somebody wins a palette, you know, I would love to see the reaction. First off, like, I'm curious, do y'all get excited when your stuff comes in, or if you win stuff? Like, can you see it all over your face? Because apparently you can mine. Like, my fiance says I glow, and I'm like, you're telling me I glow when makeup comes in, really? And he's like, yes you do. Like, he wants to be in here when I open up my stuff so he can see me. And I'm like, that is crazy that something like that can, A, you can see it on my face, but B, that something like that can do that. And if it can do it for me, it's like, I would love to do it for somebody else, you know? But it's like, it doesn't matter if it's high-end or affordable or what it is. I get the same glow, apparently. Like, there's no difference. If I like, you know, if something comes in, I get all giddy and excited, apparently. So he says. Oh, I don't know if that's true or not. I get excited, but I didn't really think it was like that big, but it must be, because I mean, like, he wants to be in here when I open it, so that does say something, I suppose. Alright. I'm sorry. I'm using the Marc Jacobs for the top lashes. I found it. It's the Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. I found it in the back of one of my drawers, so I just pulled it out. And then, of course, for the bottom, we're going to use the Lancome. And the other thing about glitter is that it ends up getting all over me. Like, maybe not right now. Like, there's a couple of sparse places, you know? But I'm talking about, like, it's all over my hands even, from just me dipping in a couple of times to apply it to the lid. You know what I mean? So I know that when I go to take this off, this is going to be like clear down my arm. And then that kind of like turns me off, because it's like, it's a mess. I don't like messes. I have enough messes. I have 4 children, okay? Yes, 2 are out of the house, but it's still messy. And I got 2 grandchildren, and 1 on the way. That's a mess. I don't need makeup to make a mess. Or like, not makeup, but me make a mess with the makeup type of thing, you know? Like, I don't need that. But I do think the look came out really, really good. Uh-oh. I gotta make it. Of course I did. Of course I messed up with the mascara. Why wouldn't I? I always mess up with the mascara. Shoot. It's right around that glitter, too. Great. Why? Hopefully it comes off. I don't know. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay, I got it. Got it. Give me this. Let's just take it like that. Here we go. I mean, it is a pretty glitter. This is my problem right here. Oh, I forgot to take that purple that I used for the outer corner and I lined very slightly on the bottom lash line. I forgot about that, right up on it. Let me get that real quick. I just barely did it though, so it shouldn't make... There we go. Too big of a difference me having to go back and do it. Oh, did I get mascara up there again? No. Okay. I mean, all in all, it's a pretty look, but I don't think it's a palette I want to keep. No. So I think it's going to be one that I do get rid of at some point. I don't know when. I don't know how to really do that. Like, give away the palettes that I maybe have used slightly or just swatched even. Like, I don't know if I do a look with them and then you guess it and whoever guesses it wins that palette. Like, I don't exactly know how to do that part of it, but I do need to figure it out. And I did get, I swear it looks like there's mascara all over the top of my lid, but maybe there's not. Maybe it's just the way it looks. I don't know. We're going to leave it alone because if not, I'll have glitter everywhere. But that is all I have for you with this look. This is the palette, the colors that I used out of the palette. It stains. What else was there about it? Let me go through it. So this is one clue. Second clue was that I don't like the glitters, which I've talked about in numerous videos. Third clue was that the packaging matches the name of the palette and it came in a collection. And the price point is affordable. I think I'd given more clues than that even. I don't know. But this is the final look nonetheless. Let me know what you think it is, what palette, and if you guess it, or if you think you know it, do you have it? Just curious. And do you use the glitters? Do you like the glitters in general? Do you like glitters, period? Let me know. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.